Hey everybody, it is another time for another episode of Community Driven here at Strosnider Chevrolet, where we bring you people from our community who are doing great things in our community. We cannot wait to bring you our special guest today, Mr. Michael Vanwyck. Michael, thank you for being here with me today. Thank you so much. We are coming to you live from our grand studios at 5200 Oaklawn Boulevard in North Prince George. Very excited for this episode of Community Driven. And we are sponsored by Wawa Coffee this morning because I only got about 5 hours of sleep last night. So hopefully this is going to be great. We're going to be rocking and rolling today. I'm excited to bring you Mike. He does so much, owns 4 businesses, 4 businesses. Technically it's 4, isn't it? Yep, 4 businesses in the community, but way much more than that. It's the community involvement that you're involved in. So really excited to hear about all the things that you do within the community. So you are ready to receive a huge dose of what you can do in the community by listening to what Michael does. So buckle up, let's roll. All right. So Michael, let's start off by a little bit of background on you. Where are you from, and tell us a little bit about your history and what brought you to this point.
So I'm from Chester. Grew up in Chester all my life. Pretty much I helped a friend's dad put a system in his garage when I was in middle school, and at that point, that's when I decided that I could probably do that. You know,
in the HVAC.
For the HVAC.
Yeah.
So started with the high school, went to tech school for heating and air, went to a college or Advanced Technology Institute, Virginia Beach, and did my training for that straight out of high school, and then I started working for a heating and air company, and worked for them for about 5 years or so, and left there, went to Sears. When I went to Sears, I was doing heating and air and learned refrigerators and water heaters, and I did that and basically became a mentor when I was at Sears, and they shifted things around, and I was just doing refrigerators, stayed with my tech manager, so I started my heating and air company, Incredible HVAC, back in 2011.
Yeah.
And just grown from there.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so now you've grown to Incredible HVAC, Incredible Cleaning Services, Roof Max, and what's the RVA Roofing. RVA. I knew it, but I couldn't. I knew it was roofing, but I couldn't remember the exact terminology. RVA Roofing Services. So you've expanded outside of just the HVAC.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us about that.
So I had several apartment complexes that I was doing all the HVAC for, and my aunt actually owned a cleaning business, and the manager of the apartment complex moved south of the river, and my aunt didn't want to move south of the river, so I was already doing all the HVAC, and the lady was like, we need cleaners, so. That's why I started a cleaning business. So 2017, I started a cleaning business, and then COVID hit. Kind of, almost lost all our customers, employees to COVID.
Yeah.
So when that happened, kind of just did a couple small jobs and stuff, and then I moved my office onto the boulevard. And when I moved my office onto the boulevard, I decided to grow the cleaning business. So actually, Anna. Called her. She just got laid off from a government job. I called her. She was doing a little cleaning for me here and there, a couple offices. So basically, handed her the cleaning company.
Wow.
Said, want you to be COO and pretty much grow it and run it. So
wow.
She's been here pretty much since right at COVID and have grown it, and we're happy with everything that's going on.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then. You got involved with RVA Roofing and Roof Max. When did that happen?
So in 2020, my partner Ray Ferguson, he was retiring from his military job, and I'd been doing his HVAC, going to his real estate groups that he does since the escape room opened that he had, and pretty much he approached me and said, I want to buy the Richmond territory for a product called Roof Max, which is basically a soybean product where we can do a roof maintenance and rejuvenate a roof and bring it back to life for a shingled roof. So did some research, and me and him came up with all the things, and we kind of started the Roof Max territory. So being a business owner already, I kept telling Ray, like, you got to get off the roof, like, because I was more of the back scenes. Ray runs the roofing company.
Yeah.
So 2 years into it or whatnot, I said, we got to hire a roofer and get you off the roof to run the company. So you're not answering the phones on the roof and everything. So we interviewed our guy, Wayne, that does a lot of our roofing, got 20 plus years of experience. And when we sat down and interviewed him, we said, we're not a roofing company. We want to do the Roof Max product, and that's it. Well, he had so many contacts, so many people still calling him for roofing that we decided, he said, we have all this opportunity, all these people that are still calling us, like, we got to be able to take care of these customers. So we were already RVA Roofing Services doing business basically as Roof Max or vice versa. So we opened up the roofing department. Now we have office full of people and several subcontractors and a couple contractors for the roofing business too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's been very successful for y'all, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's great. Now, tell me about so if you've been around in our area, you have seen the Incredible Hulk truck that drives around. That's Michael. So tell me about that Incredible Hulk. Where did that come from?
So before I started my company, I had a full-time job. Me and my friend were doing tons of side work every day. Any days we were off and weekends and stuff like that. So the Battle Oil was the original company I worked for, and they went out of business and started other heating and air companies. But me and the son, we kept doing heating and air on the side, and just grew to the point where I was ready to start a business. At the same time, the Sears transition, and also wanted to do something bright like the green, like Serve Pro. And then me and him, we came up with the name Incredible HVAC. And then Jeff at Vital Signs kind of helped us bring it all together and design everything, and we just kind of branded it off of that. So did that, and then when I started the cleaning company, I decided to do Incredible Cleaning Services. And I originally did the same color green because I wanted everybody to be able to kind of connect the two together. But now that the cleaning company has grew, I've changed it to purple. So it's kind of its own brand. So we're transitioning everything from the green to the purple.
I did not know that. That's cool. That's cool. Because it was the female Hulk. Is it still female Hulk? Just a purple, more purple. That's cool. Well, cool. Well, Michael, the cool thing I love about you and what you do is, you got some businesses that are healthy and thriving in our business, in our community. But you do a whole lot more than that, man. You're involved. It seems like you're involved in everything. Chambers and nonprofits and all sorts of things. You got your hand in everything, and very active in our community. So I guess start with the chamber. Tell me a little bit about the chamber, and then what other activities you get involved in.
I guess I joined the chamber probably about 5 or 6 years ago. That was my first thing that I really joined. Before then, I was till 2017, I was still the person that answered all the phone calls, still did all my paperwork, was doing service calls, installs, doing everything. So 2017, I finally hired an office person, to kind of help. And then about 2 years ago, I finally got out the van to be able to start doing more community stuff. So I don't remember who got me to come to a chamber meeting, but coming to that chamber meeting and joining, just seeing Colonial Heights is, that area and that chamber is just so tightly driven, like a very, impactful community that likes to help everybody. So definitely had to get involved in that, and basically, I still have, Ray says all the time, I'm like a branding genius or whatnot. So I have a lot of people with a lot of businesses that come to me, and I help them with some of their marketing or just strategies on things, and recommendation. I'm always shop local, support local. So,
absolutely.
That's kind of
Absolutely.
big thing with
And
me.
I know through Ray and through Roof Max, y'all are involved in B&I.
Yep.
Are you in B&I through?
I'm not. So
Okay.
Anna's in the B&I group and Ray's in the B&I group.
Okay.
I have my schedule is kind of hard
Oh,
to,
trust me,
to
I
be
know.
in a B&I group.
I used to be, and
Yep.
same thing.
So,
I'm the same way.
Yep.
But recommend them fully, 100%.
Yes, 100%.
They're great. Well, cool. What other what are some of the other like nonprofits and things that you've been involved in supporting and stuff?
Yeah, several of them. I'm a Kiwanis member, so Bill Humphreys, used to invite me to the dinners, and I'd go to the Kiwanis members, and I probably went to them for a year or better, and then last year I decided to join, and my main focus of being a Kiwanis member was to help them market and bring in younger crowds of people. So, naturally, the Kiwanis has been around for a long time, and you have so many.
We got a little help in the background. Anna's dropping stuff and knocking the camera. It's all good. All good. So keep going.
Just my main focus was to be able to bring in some younger generation of people and really promote what a lot of these non-profit organizations is. So, like, the Kiwanis Club, they do the shrimp festival. Thousands of people show up. They know it's a shrimp festival, but they don't know what it benefits. Same thing with the chamber. So recently, I'm involved in all these nonprofits. Ride Along for Cannon Foundation. She approached us back during COVID, and we've helped her grow. And she's a individual that helps hundreds and hundreds of families throughout the community.
I don't know about that yet.
So Teresa, she's there was a 5-year-old kid got shot and killed in his yard.
Oh wow.
So she started this nonprofit for him and his family, and they just did last weekend. They did a big Easter extravaganza at the Chesterfield Fairgrounds. Gave away hundreds of bikes. Like, they had an Easter egg hunt with 20,000 eggs.
Oh my goodness!
And free snow cones, cotton candy. Just a huge event she puts on, and it's all community people like us that donate and give up things for sponsorship and stuff.
Awesome.
So, one of the other ones that I'm involved in is the Plain Heights Food Pantry. So back in COVID 2020, we had where I was paying all my guys, and everybody was scared to let anybody in their house. So I saw Wayne Coble,
Wayne,
saw Wayne post how bad the food pantry was struggling because a lot of the stores were shortage and didn't have the food to donate and stuff like that. So I met with him and said, I want to be able to somehow promote and donate, go do my tune-ups and donate, a portion of that to the food pantry. So we actually did a Wayne's World, and he came and did some videos and an interview and everything. And ever since then, we donate every tune-up we do. We donate $25 a tune-up. So every month I present them with a check, and I think like last month we donated like $500. Which for them presents like 1,400 meals.
Yeah, that's huge.
So
that's awesome.
Do that. Charity Love is a new organization that I got involved with in Christmas of 23. I went to a deal makers real estate, so I'm also in the investing real estate. I flip some houses, buy and hold some houses. So deal makers is a huge real estate that Jim Ingersoll runs, and so I went to a deal makers Christmas party, and a group of them had just got back from Nicaragua, and they went and distributed wheelchairs. So at that Christmas party, I decided that I was going to donate $200 every install we did until we reached $20,000, which would buy 100 wheelchairs. So we last June presented the check, and then in November I was able to go on that distribution and distribute the wheelchairs.
That's
awesome.
And
that was in Nicaragua. So
wow.
real big helping the community, and
Yeah.
Like you were saying today, the more I grow, the more my companies grow, the more we can help other people.
Yeah,
So.
that's amazing. I mean, I knew you were involved in a lot of things, but the neat part is, and this is, I'm going to say this 100% genuinely. I love the fact that most people probably don't even know.
Yeah.
Because shows you that it's this genuine care.
Yep.
It's not about the pat on the back. It's not about the hey, look at me. It's genuinely you care about taking care of people.
Definitely.
That's amazing.
And that's me and Ray just hired Kelsey as our new marketing lady.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Ray are not good about like posting about ourselves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when we were interviewing people, my main thing I told Ray, I want somebody in-house that can go to these events and different things like that. But my main goal with my marketing when we do these events, I want to promote what the event is. So, the chamber, a lot of people know the Chamber of Commerce, but they don't know the purpose of it. The Kiwanis Club, they don't know how they help kids and provide scholarships and stuff. So, not just promoting, just like the Kiwanis golf tournament we're doing next week. Got that coming up next Thursday. Just being able to do that and promote it and show what it's going to affect the massive cancer and just community and being everybody involved. So
that's awesome. And thank you so much for sharing with us and for all that you do in the community. It matters, and that's why it's so important to support local businesses, to shop local, because you're pouring back into this community, and that matters. It means something to people. It's more than just about money. It's about the support of the community and helping those who help you.
Yeah, and I mean I can say all big on supporting local companies and all, and you get rushed or you get ahead of things. You really don't. You might think a company's doing really well where they're struggling. They're posting everything. I mean, we're struggling right now finding employees. So we need service technicians. We need installers. We need cleaners. So same thing. A lot of your companies. You don't think it might make that big of a difference. Going to buy something from a local boutique store or going to a certain restaurant instead of hitting that big box store. But it really makes a difference. Supporting all the local people.
It does. It makes a huge difference. We're going to wrap things up. Before we wrap them up, I always ask a few questions. They're going to be super, super difficult. So not really. One's a little bit more so, and the other two aren't too bad. But first thing, I do a lot of personal development training. We just had a little discussion about that here right before this talk here, and I do a lot of stuff where in fact I read a lot of books. Well, used to read, now I just listen because I don't have time to read anymore. Reading, I fall asleep while I read now. So I do a lot of listening, but I'm constantly trying to develop myself as a person. Do you have a particular book that you have read that has helped you, or some kind of something that has helped develop you, whether it's a book or a podcast or something that has developed you as a person?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, a lot of local, people just listen to their stories and things like that. I just at the real estate meeting last night. They had Samuel Anderson there, which was speaking, and he does podcasts and marketing and media and everything. And I was telling somebody earlier, for like the last year, in my truck I ride in silence. Like I don't even listen to the radio anymore because it takes so many phone calls and so much going on. So I'm gonna make it a goal of mine to start listening to podcasts instead of riding in silence or getting some audio books. Just always on the go. So just a way to gain that knowledge.
That's where I do it. That's how I have to do it.
Yeah, so that's definitely one of my goals. But I mean, I have training company that I use with the HVAC company, so they have a podcast. So,
that's cool.
you know, do a lot of Zooms and watch a lot of videos, and they do have a podcast, you know, station that I'll probably start listening to just get them more up to date and get that focus back on everything.
All right, second question. Let's say you had the whole Tri-Cities area. You had Hopewell and Colonial Heights and Petersburg and Prince George and Dinwiddie and Surrey and Sussex and Chesterfield and Charles City. This whole area, this whole surrounding area, they're all looking at Michael Vanwyck. And they all have given you their attention. And you got 2 minutes to share wisdom and to share the most important thing that you would have to tell them. What would you say?
I mean, my biggest thing is, you know, treat people with respect and do what you say you're going to do. You know, basically, your word is worth, you know, everything. So, you know, I'm big on customer service and doing quality work and making sure that, you know, even if something goes wrong, you know, we're going to take care of it. So just really treat everybody with respect and ask everybody how they're doing. Most of the time people are going to say, you know, I'm good, but ask how are you really doing, you know, get that, you know, really talk to people and just everybody's going through different situations. So just know that some people have bad days and that simple gesture, you know, might change things around.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That sounds great. Last question, probably the most important question. Absolutely not the most important question, but what is your dream vehicle?
My dream vehicle. Growing up, my dream vehicle was an orange Lamborghini. And I had a limo business for a little while. And shut that down during COVID, but me and my partner of that had talked about buying, you know, a Lamborghini until I saw what the maintenance was.
Yes.
I don't really need a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now, really like an old school, you know, car, just truck or car. I'm kind of a mutt of all brands. So I have, you know, the Mercedes vans we work out. I have my Dodge truck. We got the Equinox, you know, cars. We got the Chevy cars. So I've had Ford trucks. So I'm kind of a mutt of everything. But just an old school, classic, clean car.
Yeah, I got you. Well, Michael, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being with us today. Got just a little gift for you. Just a little thank you for being here with us. You clean that car off. You can give it to Anna. She can use it. Thank you. And by the way, I have to mention that is an awesome name tag. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get everybody here to have those, but that thing's pretty sweet. Where'd you get that?
So Amazon special. But,
Amazon special.
I've been for a while saying I need to get a name tag that I can put all my businesses on. And went to Vegas for a ring convention last week, and there was one of the casinos. All the employees had them. I said, "That's what I need."
That's it.
So,
that's funny. Well, it stands out. That's for sure. When you walked in this morning, I said, "Oh my goodness, look at that thing! Never seen that before." You got a billboard across your chest.
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
It's all right in the app. You can change it, whatever you want on it.
That's cool.
So,
that's cool.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you again for being here. Appreciate you so much. Thank you again for joining us on another episode of Community Driven. So glad to have Michael with us, and I encourage you, please go out and support his businesses, because it's not just about supporting his business. It's not just about the HVAC, the roofing, the cleaning. It's about what he does in the community and how he supports the local community. So when you support him, you are supporting our local community. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time.